Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Pixel Geek Smackdown. I'm your host, Mike, with my co-host, Dan.
Hello, everybody.
And today we're going to be just kind of shooting the shit and talking about Pokemon. I know that everyone's favorite and all that stuff, Pokemon, especially the first gen. I know quite a few people don't like the first gen, apparently, like at least game wise. I don't know about you, but with the games, they're not really remembered fondly anymore. But we're not talking about the games, we're talking about the anime, and we're going to rate his first the first 8 badges. We're going to rate their matches. I would do more, but Dan over here doesn't really watch Pokemon past season 1 or 2.
Yeah, I stopped watching it when I got to Johto.
I like Johto. I got when I watched it, I got all of season 1 Johto, snippets with May, and then snippets with Dawn, some of Iris, and then I watched all of the Hawaii one.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, was that Gen 7? I think
Mhm.
Gen 7 is the Sun and Moon one, whatever the Sun and Moon one is.
Mhm.
But so I'm gonna say my pick, you're gonna say your pick, kind of like how we've been doing this forever.
Okay.
I also want to preface this by saying I'm going to be honest with the audience. I did a stupid. I just told Dan this. I did a stupid, was having audio issues, uninstalled my program that was used to record this without taking a screenshot of the pictures, because it's A+ for effort. So if any audio wonkiness is there, that's why. It's on me. So
Well, it's a bit worse.
it could be
Because
worse.
stuff that we've had recorded for the last year.
Hey, it hasn't been the last year.
We started this almost like last December.
Look, I still got time. We still got what, 4 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5
Hey, I'll
months?
get you that.
So-
Or it could have been, or maybe it sounds better. I don't know.
yeah, that's true. So the very first episode, I won't say what it is, so we aren't time stamping this, was recorded January 5th, 2024. So I still got plenty of time to screw around. So, but
Well, at least we don't have one more to shoot after this one.
yeah, well, the last 3 are kind of bumpy. They're going to be longer.
I think two will and one will be short.
That's true. Probably, yeah, you're right. So, do you want to start like your least favorite and work your way to your favorite, or start at your favorite and work your way down?
I want to say let's start down and then work our way up.
Okay, so least favorite to favorite.
Hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna cause a lot of controversy with this one. My least favorite fight that he had was Lieutenant Surge, was Pikachu versus Raichu.
I still that.
What'd you say?
I still can't believe that. Like, I would thought you would have put this in your least top 3 or 5.
The fight itself is okay. I just don't like Raichu. I said it. I know that I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that. I like a Alolan Raichu more than I like.
He's my favorite Pokemon.
What?
Raichu is my third favorite Pokemon of all time.
I just don't like him. I don't have a defense for it. I can't say why. He just doesn't, like I said, the only thing I like about that fight really was when Pikachu's in the hospital and they gave him the Thunderstone, and they're just like, do you want to evolve? And it's just like, get that weak shit out of here, and like slaps it out of Ash's hand or something. But what's your least favorite gym fight?
Koga. The reason is because it's not a memorable fight to me.
To be honest with you, I've watched this probably a month and a half ago. I don't remember the Koga fight. I remember him fighting the daughter more or whatever.
No, I thought it was his sister.
Daughter, whoever that chick was, I can't remember.
I don't even remember who the Pokemon are that he uses.
Wasn't it Venonat, Venomoth?
Yeah, it was something like that, but I don't remember who he beats him with. Is it like Charmander? Is it Charmander?
I don't think it would be Charizard at that point.
Maybe, I don't remember it. That's why I'll ask, because
I
it's
literally
like
just fucking watched it.
fight.
I know that. Let's see. I'm gonna cheat, and while we're looking this up, I'm going. Oh my god, they're just not gonna. I can't just look. I can't just cheat. I'm trying to look up what that fight was about. Venonat, Bulbasaur apparently.
Hmm.
All right, I'm not gonna read that anymore. There's a lot of words there. There's too many words on my screen. I don't care enough. So I know how you said with Koga you don't really remember that fight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say the only reason why my next pick is on this list because I remember absolutely nothing about it. And mine is for the 7th one of 8 is the Team Rocket one or the Viridian City Gym. I remember absolutely nothing of that fight. I'm assuming that it had Bulbasaur. Not Bulbasaur. I had Meowth coughing and or wheezing, I guess, at this point, and Arbok.
No, it's different Pokemon.
Was it a different one?
Yeah, I think they used whatever Pokemon that their boss had.
Giovanni.
Yeah, from what I remember, because I don't think they used theirs. I think they did at one point, but I think they used different ones.
Yeah, I don't. Like I said, I don't remember what it is, and I don't care enough to look. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So, what about you? What's number 7?
Erica.
That's the grass one, right?
Yeah, it's just like the match doesn't even end right, doesn't it? Doesn't end like with a fire and she just gives them the badge.
Yeah, because he helps not have the entire place burn down.
Yeah, and he also saves Gloom.
That evolves into Vileplume,
Yes.
which was really funny because I always thought for the longest time for Gloom you had to evolve it with a leaf stone or something. But and then the only thing I really remember about that fight is at the very end with the fire, and then you have the meme of like everyone making fun of Pikachu because he has the very tiny watering can and he's trying to water, and everyone's just like, "What is Pikachu doing?" They're just like, "His best, leave him alone." So my third favorite or third least favorite, number 6, would probably be Brock. Now that's probably gonna ruffle some feathers, but I mean, I didn't really particularly care for Brock at all for the longest time.
Is it because like, he wins the battle? Is that he surrenders because of the water that spills on Onyx?
That was honestly my favorite part of the entire thing was literally just the freak of that setting off. But I mean, I just find it I find it overall boring. I know that it was pretty slow to begin with just because that was like his first badge, so obviously they need to not hit him with the heavy stuff first and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But like he challenges it with a Pidgeotto and a Caterpie and a Pikachu. So he wasn't going to get very far, and the only reason he even won was because he supercharged Pikachu enough to set off the sprinklers.
And another badge, he didn't beat him fair and square.
Most of like the first 4, he didn't really do much outside of Lieutenant Surge.
Mm-hmm.
Which, although I would even argue that I think Sabrina he doesn't even fight either.
That's surrendered.
Yeah. She becomes friends with them because of Haunter, right? Haunter and Ghastly?
Yeah. Because like Haunter's doing all the silly faces.
Yeah, and she laughs. So she's like, all right, you'll win. All right, well, what's your 6th favorite?
Team Rocket.
All right, any particular reason why?
It's like, I don't know. It's like his last badge and he just beats Team Rocket.
Yeah.
No offense. It's like he beats Team Rocket all the time.
Although I will say, like you said earlier, I guess they use other Pokemon?
That's what I thought.
Let me actually.
But it's still like it's Team Rocket. And isn't like, don't they feel what their Pokemon feel like? There's like a shock or something, from what I remember. So if like, I think it's Jessie that gets shocked and Ash gets shocked if something happens to their Pokemon.
That tracks.
From what I remember.
All right.
But I don't know. It's been a long time.
All right. So apparently, Jesse uses Kingler to fight Ash, who loses to Bulbasaur. And then you have Machamp, who loses to fucking Squirtle. Pidgeotto beat Rhydon, which confuses the fuck out of me. And then obviously Weezing and Arbok get defeated by Pikachu.
That's what I thought.
I'm still trying to figure out how Rhydon lost to fucking Pidgeotto.
Well, that's probably because it probably didn't like doing Jesse's commands. Could be like a command thing.
That's true. Although they lost to Double Edge, which is a pretty strong move. But whatever. Yeah, I just like I said with mine, because mine was second to last. But there's not, after 100+ episode or whatever it was that it took to get here. Like you would think that we would the final fight before like the Elite Four or what have you would be very intense fights, strong fights, and we got Jesse and James.
Yeah.
So my number 5 pick was Koga, and the only reason I even picked Koga wasn't like lower on the list was just because I thought the ninja aspect of it was kind of cool, and like the poison. But then as I was like, we were talking about it for yours, I was like, did he even fucking fight Koga, or did he fight the chick? And I was like, huh,
he fought both, I think.
Well, then he did a 2-for-1 special. But yeah, that was my thought process for it. I didn't really have anything else. What about yours?
Mine is Misty.
Okay, why?
Okay, like I got so pissed the first time I watched this episode because Pikachu did not want to fight. If Pikachu would have fought, that he would have won that fight like that.
Yeah, but Pikachu is friends.
I know, that's why.
And then doesn't Misty say something like she's gonna buy him food or something, or give him a treat or some shit?
Or he's like a pal or something.
I don't remember.
Like your pal. And then it's another fight he doesn't win fair and square.
Because Team Rocket
interferes.
Yeah.
And then they're about to continue, and then the sisters give him a badge.
Yeah. And then Misty was all butthurt about it. She's like, he didn't even win. And they're just like, if he would have used Pikachu, you would have instantly lost. Which, I mean, it's funny because I'll just say it now. My number 4 pick is Misty. And that's literally the reason, is because Pikachu refused to fight. So Ash had to pull some cockamamie shit out of his butt. And he did. And he, honestly, that final fight against, I think it was it Butterfree and Staryu?
Or the Storm? No, because she uses Staryu and Stormy, right?
Starmie. She uses the first form and the second form, yeah. And then during the fight with Team Rocket, the jewel on Starmie's chest or something gets like broken and it starts flickering.
Yeah, something like that.
But yeah, I chose Misty as my number 4 just because I find it really funny that they're just like, Misty, if he would have used Pikachu, you would have lost. There would have been no ifs, ands, buts. And she's just like, you got me. What about your number 4?
My number 4 is Sabrina.
Who, once again, Ash didn't win fair. It's almost as if there's a pattern to these.
But the only reason it's a little bit higher is because I thought it was funny the way that he wins the badge with Sabrina laughing.
Yeah.
With doing all the faces and everything.
Yeah.
And what is it? Alakazam, right?
Yeah. If it had 2 spoons, it's Alakazam. I'm
trying to remember which one it was.
If it had 1 spoon, it's Kadabra.
And then like how he was just laughing and Ash thinks that it's hurting or something.
He's just like, oh my gosh, are you okay?
Doesn't Sabrina's dad say, oh, he's just laughing?
Yeah. I'm gonna for later when we get to my Sabrina. I'm gonna cheat just a smudge here, but that'll be for later. I enjoyed the Sabrina fight. It amuses me so. But my number 3 pick is Erica. And I think that's just because maybe I should say what the reason was. Erica and then my number 2 choice are kind of the same. It's not just the fight that I enjoyed, it's the build up to the fight. Is because of the stupid shit that they have to do.
Like him sneaking in as a girl?
Yes. That always amuses me. And then during the fight, when or like I think Ash like reveals his true self once he gets in like, and they get ready to fight or something.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Pikachu shocks him and his wig falls off and his clothes fall apart.
And he's like, uh-oh. But yeah, I laughed because I rewatched it not super long ago, but kind of a long while. I think like a month or 2 ago. But yeah, I enjoyed it. That's why it's my number 3 is that, and excluding the ending where he gets the badge again, like we said before. I enjoyed the fight for what it was. What about your number 3?
My number 3 is Brock.
Ew. Okay.
It's because I think it's interesting the way he wins the match.
Yeah, I can see that.
But like also he doesn't win it the right way. You know, because Pikachu with his electric, you know, hits the the lights and the fire goes off and
yeah, and then the sprinklers go off and then they're just like, Pikachu, use Thunder Shock on the water dripping Onyx, and Onyx somehow that makes it hurt? Question mark.
Then all his brothers and sisters jump all over Ash.
And then Ash says something to the effect of like, oh, it's so hard, it's so heavy or something.
And then it says you should open your eyes.
And then we actually find out Brock's dad is the one that has been giving Ash help or some shit.
He's trying to help him charge up his Pikachu.
Which, I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, and I could be completely wrong here, but I always felt that was kind of stupid. Not the fact that Pikachu gets the supercharge or anything, but the fact that the supercharge kind of that it hurts Onyx at all when, if I'm not mistaken, like rock type Pokemon are completely immune to electric types, just like in general, regardless of the water on them.
Yeah.
Because I mean, water conducts electricity, yeah, but I wouldn't think that would hurt. But I'm bringing logic into Pokemon, so. My number 2 pick was Sabrina, and like I said before, Erica, I love the build up where Misty and Brock get turned into dolls, and Ash goes on to the adventure with the Haunter, and him and Pikachu fucking die. They just get their souls ripped from their body.
And then they had to go to that haunted tower for a ghost Pokemon.
Yeah.
And he doesn't even catch it. It just follows him.
Yeah, that tends to happen for a lot of Ash. That's it. I just like I like the build up to it, and then the fight itself was okay. But the build up always kills me when Ash just is flying with Pikachu and Haunter, and they're just like, did Ash die? I'm pretty sure Ash is dead. What about your number 2?
My number 2, okay, I think I'm a little biased on this one.
Okay, hit me with it.
Is Lieutenant Surge.
Because your 3rd favorite Pokemon is Raichu?
Well, it's not just that. It was the first Pokemon battle that I saw, gym battle I saw.
Really?
Yeah, because I watched them all out of order.
I think you told me this before.
Yeah, so like I want to say like him getting Pikachu, I probably watched that like the 10th after this one, because this is the first one I watched. And then like I watched Brock's fight, and then I think I watched when he got Charmander.
Oh Jesus.
And then I watched the match he had with Misty.
Good God.
So I'm all over the place.
It's so interesting that like, because like when we talk about it, we kind of talk and it's just like, oh, I from when it's like me, it's just like, oh, I've obviously watched it from usually the start to the finish, or I watched it about halfway through and I liked it, so then I went back and watched it. You're just like, I just watched it fucking in the middle, and it's not
Well,
like you went out
well,
of your way.
Pokemon I saw was the first movie.
That's that's crazy to me. I don't know. That's just so weird.
You want to? I could tell the story how I saw it.
Yeah, do it. Fuck it.
So I like it because this video is probably gonna go after our school memories video, right?
Yeah.
So in that video, I said that in fourth grade, it was the worst year for me. I don't remember the exact what happened, but but mom knew that that I had a really bad day, and she let me stay home the next day, and she took me to the movies, and we saw Pokemon the first movie,
That's awesome. I love that.
and then took me to the store and got me some VHS tapes, and that the Pikachu versus Raichu was one of those tapes.
That's so interesting. I don't know. Maybe I'm the weird one.
Well, I knew what Pokemon was. Like, I remember when, like, in elementary, going to the bathroom and there were kids playing with their Pokemon cards in there or looking at Pokemon cards.
Oh my god. I just thought that kids nowadays don't have that same feeling, because I mean, when we were younger, we didn't have cell phones or anything like that. Shit, when we were younger, we played with Pogs.
Yep.
If you don't know what Pogs are, Google them. You will find out.
Like, we had a computer when I was in elementary, but I couldn't use it all the time.
We had a word processor. We didn't have like an actual computer. We had the word processor, and then it wasn't till probably like third or fourth, maybe fifth grade at the latest, when my grandma was doing an essay. Like, she was typing up one of the essays for us, and like the word processor broke. So then my dad was working at a computer shop at the time, and he scrounged up together a computer, and it was like, I think the highlight of it was we could play Asteroids. So like
it's just like typing on the computer and like playing games on the computer. Like, I didn't start using the internet until like I was in fifth or sixth grade.
I didn't use the internet till probably middle school, when I had to do a report, and I found out about Wikipedia was a thing, and I was like, oh, Wikipedia. I remember
Only thing that came out good with.
Yeah. It's because I remember going, because I did library in eighth grade too. I think possibly seventh, but I know in eighth grade there was a report for one of my classes. I know this is completely off the fucking topic, but we had a report that we had to do, and I remember doing library research on the Titanic. I wish I remembered what the reason was. But my number one pick is Blaine. I love that fight. I love the build up to it. I love the fight itself. Charizard versus what's his name? I can't think of his what is his name?
Magmar.
Magmar, there it is. Sorry, you weren't even, I didn't hear a word you said. Yes, Magmar was great. The seismic toss heard around the world. But yeah, it was actually one of the few fights that Ash actually won.
Fair and square.
Yeah.
That took him 2 tries though.
I mean, hey, at least he won. What about you? I mean, I know what yours is, but
yeah, my number one is also Blaine.
Any particular reason why?
Well, because of Charizard and Magmar fight, and Charizard is my favorite Pokemon of all time. And the seismic toss he does to Magmar, loved it.
And you're just watching him go around and around and around, and just plows right into the ground. And you're just like, ouch.
Like, I didn't have the tape of that one, but I remember I recorded it.
Oh,
and I probably watched it like at least a dozen times that day the first time I saw that.
I remember, because I'm gonna have to send you a link after this, but I recently found a trailer, or like when Pokemon first joined Kids WB, and they were working with Pinky and the Brain. I'll send you the link after this, but I was just like, oh my god, I remember when Pokemon was popped onto Kids WB, that was the shit, because Yu-Gi-Oh was on there. I think Static Shock was on there too. Good times. But yeah, that's our list. That's our 8 gym battles. And if you want us to do every season best gym battles, let us know and we will. You'll have
Oh, that's
to.
good.
A what? What'd you say?
Oh, I said that's gonna be fun for me.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were somebody else.
No, I was just like, it's gonna suck for you because you'll have to watch them all. Because I mean,
Yep.
when was the last time you watched Johto? If you even finished it?
Johto? Fuck, I don't even remember. I think I watched like the first like 10 episodes when it aired or something like that.
Oh, geez.
And what was that, like 5th or 6th grade for us?
I don't even remember when Johto came out. Let's see. Johto. Yoto. There it is. Not Pokemon Journeys, the Johto Journeys. There was 41. Okay. 2000 to 2001. So
5th grade.
yeah. Holy shit, was it that long ago?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Dan, we're old.
I know. That's like we were 10, 11 years old.
Shit, my birthday's in a couple days.
I know.
That's gonna date this video real hard. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Like, favorite, comment, subscribe. Can you even comment on podcast?
I don't know.
Sorry, I was recording YouTube the other day, so my brain still just defaults into YouTube mode when it does that.
I thought it was YouTube too.
Huh?
I thought it was gonna be on YouTube too.
It will be, but I mean, it's just, I don't know. When it comes to YouTube, I don't know how they do podcasts on YouTube, short of us just straight up, uploading the video onto YouTube itself.
I think that's what pretty much people do.
I mean, that's what, what's his name? Jim Cornette does.
Yep.
But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you in the next video, which we will record in probably 2 months. Just to keep, just to keep things going smooth.
See y'all next time.